Let's take a look at equations when we have variables on both sides of the equal sign. All the rules are still going to be the same, where we're going to have to move the variables to one side of the equation and keep the constants on the opposite side of the equal sign. In this case here, we have a 3x equals 5x minus 2. The x's are separated by an equal sign. So we can't just merge them together. We have to undo the operation and to move them to the other side. There's already a 3x on the left, so we're going to move the 5x over to join it. It's a positive 5x, so I need to subtract it in order to cancel it out to 0. And whatever I do to this side of the equal sign, I have to also mimic that on the other to keep it balanced. I'm going to simplify here. 3x minus 5, or 3 minus 5 is negative 2, and then the x just follows down. This negative 2 also just comes down. Don't forget that minus sign, because that minus sign belongs to the 2. The last step here is I'm just going to divide both sides by negative 2, and I'm going to get my final answer is just a positive 1. Let's look at one that's a little more involved. We're going to start using the distributive property right away to get rid of those parentheses. Remember, distributive property just has us multiplying everything inside of the parentheses. So we're going to have 7 times x, which is 7x. 7 times negative 9 is negative 63. 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times negative 2 is a negative 6. And then I'm going to bring this minus 1 down because we didn't do anything with it yet. At this point, I want to collect any like terms that I can. And on this side of the equal sign, I can see we have 2 constants that I can merge together to make a negative 7. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this, bring down anything I haven't used or changed yet. And then these guys just updated to a negative 7. Let's start getting the x's on one side and the constants on the opposite side. Right off, I see that 7x and 3x are like terms because they have the same variable exponent combination. I'm going to subtract the 3x. I'm doing that because the 3x is positive, so I need to turn it into a 0 by subtracting or doing the opposite. So as I cross this out, I'm going to simplify. So now I have 4x. Bring down my negative 63 equals negative 7. I have constants left over, so I want to add my 63 because it's currently has a minus sign, so I want to do the opposite operation. I'm going to move everything over here for just a second for space. So 4x is what's left over here, equals, and 63 minus 7 is a way to think of that, would be 56. And last but not least, I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and that is 14. So x is equal to 14. Remember, you can put 14 back into the place of the x's to check to see if it all equals the same, and that's how you can check your work to make sure that you did it correctly. Great job.